Yo guys, what's going on? B here. Welcome back to TimeShot for the Friday episode. TGIF, ladies and gentle germs. It is going to be a jam-packed episode today. Yes, we're doing a lot. I want to get a lot done. No, I'm going to do a few things. But we're not going to be working on this. We're going to step away from the barn just for a little bit. Yes, I know. B, but the barn. Look at the flatness. I got to work on that a little bit more. Ugh, it grosses me out. I have a lot to talk about, guys. We're going to be working on a little bit more of the pathway that leads out here. You can see I have done a path here, and I'll talk about this in a second. Kind of has to do with the topic I want to get into. I'm also going to put in some foundations for the next two builds I want. I want to touch upon the donation I got over the weekend, which was fantastic. We'll talk about that. So let's dive right in. That was weird. Never do it again. Never again, B. So, how are you guys doing? How you guys going? Doing? I can't talk. It's weird. It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night. I'm recording this the day before it's supposed to go up, but that's okay. We'll truck through it, guys. So if you haven't seen it, Poet released a episode of TimeShot where he talks about how hard YouTube is and kind of just the ups and downs, you could say, of doing YouTube, and just kind of the personal stuff that you kind of go through and how hard it is, because a lot of people don't really take into consideration how hard YouTube is. When they see a video, they're just like, where are the videos? Where are the videos? Where are the videos? Where are the videos? And they don't really think about what's behind the scenes. And he produced one of the greatest, and I think one of the best videos you can ever watch about just how generally hard YouTube is and the toll it takes on the person that it's doing, and potentially even their lives. And this was kind of in response and a sister video to Fultron's leaving the server video, leaving YouTube video, not leaving YouTube in general, just leaving the game content creating YouTube side of things. And it was really well done. So definitely go check it out. It is worth the watch. Watch it all. He talks about it in depth. So he talks about the start of his YouTube channel to where he is now, and the stuff in between. So definitely, B has given it the thumbs up. And I want to kind of add to it in my own way. I am not a full-time YouTuber. I am a student. I am a part-time worker. I am just somebody who does it as a hobby. So maybe I can add my own little twist to it, and maybe you guys can relate to it. But I want to talk about it because it's very interesting. Because right after Poet's video released, I think it was maybe the next day, I got a message from a fellow YouTuber. Where is my wood? Dadcraft. That's not what I want. I want this. There we go. Dadcraft messaged me, and if you don't know him, he's on the SMP server, the server I used to play on. The server that you guys, maybe all know, because it's been around for a while. Anyway, maybe you guys know it, maybe you don't. But he's from the SMP server, and he asked me if, in very basic terms, I'm not going to read word for word what he said to me on Skype, because I believe, in some privacy, and it wasn't anything bad. I'm going to shorten it up because, hey, I'm a layman and I like it short and sweet. But he basically said, is this something that, you go through? Is that actually how long it takes? And maybe he was a little surprised in the answer that I gave him. Because Poet said he records for about an hour, and then he goes and he uploads, and the rendering time, and he talked about the upload time and stuff like that, and it takes him about maybe 2 hours per video, give or take, you know, if it's a good day and your computer wants to do things faster. Give or take that. And he wanted to know if that was the general, like, is that what everybody goes through? Is that something that you guys all go through? And yes, I gave him the answer is, yeah, I go through basically the same thing Poet does. Obviously on a smaller scale, because he pushes out I think more videos than me, a lot more videos than me. But he's doing this full time. So, right. This is what he does. He pushes out the videos. But yeah, I even pushing out 2 videos a day. So I'll break down my time for you. I'll jump onto the server on TimeShot or whatever, for about half hour to 45 minutes. And I might do one video and then start recording the next one. So I'll stay online for about 2 hours, maybe an hour, give or take some time. Whatever is happening in the real world, can't talk. I have to kind of step back, and then maybe I'll record the next day. But it's generally about half hour to 45 minutes. There are days that I record about 7 times and I don't like what I'm saying or I sound, just like here. And I recorded this about 4 times. And I get the work done. I don't like what I say, don't like how I sound, don't like the tone of the video, and I delete the video and I restart. So, you know, there are those days that are really bad, because I'm you know, as a content creator, we are very hard on ourselves to get things done sometimes, and you should never do that. That's bad. It is very bad. It's a bad habit, so don't do it. Pro tip. I'm not a pro, but tip it from me. Don't do it. Don't be hard on yourselves. But then I go and I render my videos. And that'll take me anywhere from half hour to an hour, because I've got to chop it up. I've got to take out sounds from Callie. I've got to take out, you know, kettles, and maybe Miss B says my name, or somebody yells my name, or my phone goes off, so I'll have to take all those sounds out. So it takes me about an hour to render, to edit a video and render it. My computer is pretty beefy. I've got a Intel Core i7. So the processing, you know, doing a 1080 video is slow. It's about an hour to render. So editing's a half hour. So we're already at an hour and a half. Sorry, rendering takes the hour. Editing takes about half hour to an hour, depending on what I'm editing out. So altogether, just the editing and rendering could take up to 2 hours to do. And that's minus the recording that I've done. So you can already see the time is starting to stack. And the pressure to get stuff out, the pressure you put on yourself, and no one else is doing it. No one's saying, you know, where are your videos, pitchforks and fire. But if you, and this is the hardest thing, if you're a YouTuber and you get to a point where you're releasing a daily video, it is so hard to say, okay, I'm just going to release 3 videos a day. You know, that's something internally you got to fight. And I have not come to that grip yet of release when I want. I release on a schedule, basically, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, hopefully TimeShot, Scrap Mechanics every day at 11. That's what I try to do. That's what I push myself to do. And I've got other things I have to do in my real life. So that's, you know, it sometimes does get challenging, to say the least, and it's very, very stressful. So that's about 2 hours. We're up to what, 3 hours close to for a video. And then there's uploading. Uploading for me is not a problem. I pay for extremely fast internet, and if you're considering doing YouTube for a hobby, then it really doesn't matter about your upload speeds, but it does make it easier when you can say, my video is up in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on how long it is and how janky YouTube servers are. So we're about 2 hours, 3 hours to get one video done. I try my best to fast edit, and that's where the problems arise when I need some shears. Arise when I'm recording, and you guys have noticed that with the swooshes. Oh, I had one gravel there. Do I have anything No, we've got to get shears from the inside of the house. Or maybe it's outside. Maybe it's over here in that chest. Maybe, please. Yay, shears. Okay, good. So, I try to record two to three episodes in one go. And that's just how I've been able to push out as much content as I have in the short amount of time. I have I have 760 videos. We're pushing 800 videos on YouTube. And it's something I'm continuing to be able to do because I don't, and this, I guess I'll talk about this in a second. I don't game every single day. I try to have I might be at my computer, but I don't game every day. I couldn't do that. If I was to do that, my life would be just this. And I can't. Unfortunately, I can't do that because that's, irresponsible for me because I have other duties that I have to maintain. But another part of the whole YouTube thing is, and what Dadcraft was saying is he asked me if I do like 2 to 3 videos in that much time, how do I manage to get anything done? Because he asked me if I do anything off camera. And I said no, and I don't do that. I don't know if I'm like very many YouTubers on the way I do things. I might be here and there, maybe some of the smaller guys, but I don't prep my videos and I don't prep myself for my videos. If you get my drift, so I don't come on to time. I won't say never, but you'll never see me on TimeShot like at 8 o'clock at night for a few hours because give me that. Because I like to keep the game fresh, I guess. And that's the biggest thing is I'll leave my resource stuff for in-game, in video, and you guys come along with me. And that's how I do my videos. I don't really push myself to go and gather off camera because if I did that, if I pushed myself and I gathered off camera and I was like, okay, I'm going to get all the resources for this barn, I would be so burnt out. I know it's just wood, and I know it's just cobble, and I know my builds don't incorporate many other materials, so I'm able to do that. But that's why I'm able to do it. I'm not incorporating all these types of materials that I'm going to need thousands of, because I know if I did that, I would have to spend, countless hours going around the map, the world, digging, mining, and stuff. And I know that's part of the fun, but when you're building and producing videos, you kind of want to push out a quality video at a certain speed. Maybe that's 1, 2, 3 a week. And if I wouldn't be able to keep up with myself if I did that. So I've chosen to not do any pre-prep work before any video, and that's how I've been able to keep Minecraft for myself fresh. If you are able to do it, you're doing it your way, that's cool, and more power to you. But this is how I've been able to keep it fresh, and I've seen so many countless. I cannot tell you how many YouTubers, Twitter followers that I follow that have said, I am just burnt out of Minecraft. It's because, and I think it's because they spend so much time gathering, building, that it gets mundane and it gets, burnt out, and you're like, oh, I need a break. And then you get back in, you're like, oh, I have to go build all this stuff, and I've got to go collect all these resources, and I've got to, get this build done because it's half done, and right? And I think that's why people are getting so burnt out, is just they're playing so much, and they're not, you're not giving yourself that little bit of break that maybe you need. So my tip, and Poet said it best in his video, so definitely go check it out. I'm not gonna I'm not going to say anything more, but go check his video out if you want kind of the inside gist of how just generally hard Minecraft is. Or not Minecraft, YouTube. Oh my gosh. What's that in there? Put it in there. I'll put a little bit of landscape in here, just so people know it's mine. And who made this thing? But yeah, go watch his video. Great video. I cannot say anything better than that, because my sentiment is exactly what he said. So check it out. All right, let's get these houses in. I've got the wood right here on me from the last time I planted some trees and just cut them down over there. I want to talk to you guys. If I've been meaning to ask you if you wanted to hear about this, and don't jump to conclusions without hearing the story first. I want to know if you guys want to know about my run-in with the police. And don't jump to conclusions. I did nothing wrong. But I think I've said this. I said this once, and I talked about the story in a stream when it was a long time ago, and I think I told MK 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and it's a weird thing, and I want to know if you guys want to hear about it. It is more like a real life thing. If you're not into that, just let me know in the comment section. But if you are, we'll talk about it soon. It's nothing like too bad, but 3, 4, 5, 6. But it is something that I experienced and I never want to experience ever again. Like I would not even wish it upon like someone that was so evil they deserved it. Well, maybe I would. But it was a weird time in my life. So if you guys want to hear about that, we'll talk about that. I kind of want to switch up how my videos flow. So maybe talking about a few things here or there, over here. Maybe having some topics to talk about. Is that on the same plane? Yes, it is. And we'll do it right there. Right there and here. Is that right? No, it's this one. Because these two are lined up, right? Right. So I want to like talk about a few things. I watch Poet's video. Man, I'm having a hard time talking today. And it's just I really like the style. Really like some videos are just him talking about subjects that are really really interesting. So definitely some feedback, guys, of doing something like that. Maybe not exactly the same. Maybe putting a little bit of a B twist on it, and my crazy personality. But it's something I kind of want to do, like especially this one story. If I told you guys I'd do it, so let me know. All right, so here is the house number 3. Yes, it's 3 because I have the other one is a shop, and I got some great responses about the TimeShot story house. So we'll definitely look at doing that. Obviously, once I have more time, we'll get that in. We'll get it in. We're not going to sleep. No one's sleeping. We're just finding stairs. Stairs. Do you have any stairs? We'll take this stuff though, and this, because I can make stairs on the go. It's gonna be very dangerous out here. Very, very dangerous. And plop. Okay. Did I cover everything I wanted to talk about that? Probably. It was a very long rant. Not rant, but talk. Very long talk. And I hope I did talk about everything I wanted to talk about. I'll probably know once I'm editing. I'll be like, shoot. I messed up and didn't talk about something I wanted to talk about, or mention something I wanted to mention. This should be here. This should be broken. Boom. Okay. So this is thinking this house would be a little bit different. Like that, and like that, and like that, and like this, and like that. Okay, so that's all that I wanted to get done on this house, and now we need another house. I kind of want to get it in like here. So we're going to need to do a little bit of chopping. And while I do this, I want to talk to you guys about the donation that I did receive. And then this is the one we're going to be placking up. So on, I think it was Saturday, I got an email saying somebody had donated to me on PayPal. And I don't think I share my PayPal. I don't think I shared my email whatsoever. So I'm not too sure how you got it. But that is a thing. If you do want to donate and help the channel out, help me out produce the content that I do produce. And it really just covers the costs. Like I said in the episode through maybe 3 episodes ago, I'm donating majority of the funds, or donating all the funds that I make on YouTube to the Mental Health Association. So the other fund, the Patreon and the donations do help out. They just allow me to do stuff for you guys and better my quality of video. So like if you guys wanted to see me do loot crates, I'd be able to afford the loot crates. Potentially looking at giving away some of the items that I got. Come on and despawn, man. Okay, we can put these in. We can put this in. Let's use oak. Let's use a different color and put it back. Maybe back here. Maybe I'll have like a cottagey feel. A few trees up front with a nice little pathway that wraps up into this. I think that's a good idea. Very good idea, B. Okay, so let's do this. Put this over here. So yeah, it does help out. It covers the cost of, say, software if I wanted to ever upgrade, games. So there is Patreon, guys. If you want to check out any of the links, they are down below. Look at these little fast runners. Get wrecked. Get out of here. Oh, he gave me his helmet. That's so kind of him. So kind. But yeah, it does help out. That's what I wanted to say. There's some perks on Patreon I'm thinking about, and I'm considering starting up my Patreon server again. I've asked the Discord people what they think. It looks pretty positive. So I'm definitely looking at that. There are some considerations I don't want to rush into anything. I think if I rushed into it, it would be bad on all fronts, and it wouldn't be fair to you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Because I want to be able to spend the time. I'm thinking I had a Discord collab this weekend, and it was so much fun. It was great fun. I got to hang out with Agent Flame, Michael Tunn. Who else was there? TG came towards the end. TG Commander. Z was there, not Z, but the other Z. Z-Yun, I think is his name. I think the name is. I forget who else was there. I'm gonna feel so bad if I forget your name. But it was fun. So I'm thinking about doing like a hangout on the server, or something like that, where we can just chill and talk about video games. Because that's what I like to do. So definitely check out the Patreon, guys. There is all that linkage in the description. Okay, here we are, done. And just kind of balance it out. It was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, Mr. Zombie. You guys saw that, and he gave me a shovel. It's a sweet guy. Such a sweet guy. All right. Maybe smaller. I'm thinking smaller because I want it to feel like a cottage. So let's just take this out, make it a square like I was going to do like the other ones. 3, 4. And we'll do the same thing over here. And then once I get this and the base in, we'll quickly put up the plaque for the person who donated on PayPal, because it is awesome. I will be going around for everybody who has donated on Patreon, just in case you're watching. You're all getting a tree around the base, not only the plaques down below if you paid or you support the channel, but you'll be getting a tree, custom trees by B. This is just, it kind of came in at a weird time. Like I wasn't like, it's not like a Patreon thing where you see it it was like PayPal was like instantly, and I already had like 2 videos done. So I'm kind of feel bad not mentioning it on Wednesday because it was last weekend. And I do apologize. So let's just quickly get this base in, slap it the base, and then we're good to go. All right, cool. Let's do a flat. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right, so we got 2 more structures to start building. Awesome. Great, more work for me. All right, guys, let's get over here. Let's put the plaque down right on this tree. I think I have a plaque in one of these. In one of these chests. Yes, I do. I don't need that. Do need that. Okay. Let's nap just in case I blow up, and it'll also give me time to make sure I got the correct spelling of the name. See you guys in a second. All right, guys, it is daytime. I have slept. I have gotten the name of this person that I'm gonna be putting up. We're gonna put the sign up for you right here on this tree so I can see you all the time. So can other people. Okay. Boom. So the donator's name was James Solar. Thank you. If you don't want your name here, or you want something else, like a YouTube channel or something, let me know in the comments section. Thank you, Jen. Donation $2. Let's put a $sign. Yeah, cool. All right, awesome. There you go, James. Thank you so much for the donation, guys. Like, you guys have no idea. When I get an email like it says Patreons are going through, or it goes and you have a new Patreon, or somebody donated to you. What happened here on PayPal? You guys like melt my heart. Like it really gets emotional because I'm just a normal guy. I'm making videos, and maybe you guys, and maybe you're enjoying it that much that you feel like, hey, I like what you're doing. It's like tipping like one of those dudes that play an instrument on the side of the street. I guess it's just a tip jar. That's all it is, and I really do appreciate it. I do. I don't take it for granted. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking around for this TimeShot episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, consider slapping that like button. It does help me out a bunch. It does. Helps me just get in front of more eyes. Also lets me know you enjoyed it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time on the TimeShot server. Take it easy. Take it easy. Clean your underwear. Bye, guys.